Hello everyone, welcome back to another part of Apologizes Ace Attorney. Last time I let you guys off, we pretty much took care of everything in the past. We had all the clues we ever could need from the past, all we're ever gonna get. Pretty much now we're gonna head straight to the present and take care of the 4 things we gotta do here, and also return to Solitary Cell 13 as soon as possible. Let's see, hold up, did I? Oh, I think I went to the very wrong place I need to be. Give me a minute, folks. We want to head to the Drew studio first. Oh goodness gracious, that was embarrassing right there. Sorry about that. Present day Drew studio. Hey, whoa, what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, in quotes. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Misham was poisoning his daughters. Oh yes, I know. Oh how I know, yes. It's caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he tracked down case just a little quicker. End quote. Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? Zach Gumari was a good friend. Zach had something to do to that effect back at the Sport Club. What a character, what a man. If a little, no, a lot, no, extremely rough around the edges. Do you think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer and not the interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not the other way around, end quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. Yes, I probably so. Let's talk to them. But the family of forgers. It was a tragedy what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you? Yes, a forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls have ears. Potatoes have eyes. End quote. Potatoes have eyes? Being watched, you mean? He felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on the back of the neck and freaks out. End quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what it all means. Yes, I wonder. Well, that's about his paranoia. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched, and you along with him? You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago, I can tell. But I felt it too. Journalist sees he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gumari got rubbed out 7 years ago? 7 years after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then for 7 years he talks to no one, not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. So to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me, maybe you were too. Me? That is strange, actually. I met Zach through the case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnifique Gumari? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident? During the quick draw shooting practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy. All for me. Sorry, but with a face like that, I don't think anyone would have come in contact with you, period. Just putting that out there. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Fresher mint? Ew. Valiant Gumari did mention one particularly nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnifique Gumari at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Delisa, was it? Really? Then Delisa disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnifique wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of scoop, goes on feeding frenzy, end quote. I said a one-on-one interview with Delisa's husband, see? Zach Gumari. Something strange was in the air over the trip Gumari in those days. The whole screwy mentor controlling disciples scene started back then, I'm guessing. Delisa, she was a part of it, all right. Come on, you could tell me. Off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times. Oh my goodness, that probably explains the red cheeks. But over time, he came to see me as his confidant. He punched you 5 times. What did you just give up? After the first time, what is it? Okay, you win. No, you go back to her a second time, and not only a second time, you go back to her for a 5th time. What is wrong with you? He's waiting this whole time? 7 years, eh? Waiting for his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnifique Miracle. Of course, it was all a dream. Because of this, the performance rights. In absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zack and Valiant? So Valiant waited until Zack died, legally at least. The time finally comes, and Valiant's like a kid on a Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. If that document sees the legal light of day, it's gonna put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Valiant Gamari. Lost to his partner at work, and in love too. Love? It's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointing? A love triangle. Huh? That's pretty classic. When you're in a performing troupe, that's your world. It's like a family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue, and backstabbing. In the middle of it all, Delisa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Delisa. Now, it may seem like we're done here, but as we all know, when we're done, it says we're done with his portion. So we gotta present him something. So what not present him? Trucy's locket. Now, as you also heard, pretty much, Valiant is was actually in love with Delisa as well, but Zack ended up getting married to her. So of course, Zack has a motive for framing Zack. Valiant has a motive for framing Zack now. Mr. Bursell, do you know this person? Do I know that person? Of course. I was friends with Zack after all. He hit me a few times, 5 times actually, but still, I never forgot his wife, Delisa Gamari, Magnifique Gamari's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me a bit more about her? Well, why the heck not? Let's talk to him now. So, Delisa married Zack and had Trucy, see? It was her 2nd marriage, actually. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard about this one. I haven't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer, too. He died in an accident on stage. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. What do you do with this picture? No, don't even answer that, actually. Don't even answer that. Keep that to yourself, actually. I don't even want to know. I've known Trucy since she was a little thing, too. She got the better deal, really. She got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know. Delisa has another child besides Trucy. End quote. What? But Trucy says she was the only child. Ah, yes, this one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? Her first husband who died on stage? Yep, they had this as a kid. Another orphan now. And another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Delisa had another child? Do you think I could borrow that photo? Sure, I can be generous on occasion, you know. Got Delisa's portrait, probably covered with semen by now. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Oh god, I had to really say that though. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People and events all get tangled together and get bigger and bigger. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about bigger to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle it all, I think. Maybe so, but still. I had to do what I can. And I had to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say. I'm not the one who will close the curtains on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. Magnifique. I was just wondering what Magnifique would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? She's got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Manaphy. And with his daughter, Delesa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some Manaphy gene? I mean, some Grammar gene? Manaphy told me once, back when Zack married Delesa. He said Zack had good eyes. But now, not good like Gramarye's eyes. Not that good. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the Gramarye secret was? Maybe nobody, now that Zack's gone. Sakamari, huh? The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the Gramarye fabric and grew, swallowing everything, wrapping itself around the Gramarye's power. A power which passed from Manaphy's Gramarye to Delesa, to the next generation. I would once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Yes, now we know that Delesa has a missing child out there. I wonder who that child is, actually. I'm pretty sure we all have a good idea. If you don't, then be prepared to be a little shocked and also weirded out. Well, not weirded out, just confused. Trust me. A lot of what's going to be happening in these next coming episodes are going to be explained by me at the end of this. Don't worry, if there's questions you have, they'll get answered. So I guess we are done with Drew Studios now. I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut off here because this is good wrapping up point as any. I don't know how long this next part is going to take, so I'm going to cut off here, and I'll meet you back in the next episode. See ya.